Get ready for your life to be changed, because in this video, in this episode, I am going to give you the most important word that you will ever use in your entire life. When you learn what this word is, when you learn how to use it, when you learn how to say it, it's going to make your life more fulfilling. You're going to feel more joy. You're going to feel more freedom. This word is earth-shaking. It will shake the ground that you walk on. And I know you're probably thinking, will you please get to the point? Don't rush me on my channel. But I'll tell you what the word is. That word is, are you ready? Are you sitting down? Are you sipping your coffee? Are you drinking your tea? Are you better yet, are you drinking your water with lemon and lime? Or maybe you're at a happy hour drinking a dirty martini with spicy olives. That word is no. The word is no. N-O. You know, it's interesting. I've observed this my entire life. Even when there was something about that word no, even when I was a child, there was something about saying the word no that felt so liberating. But yet, when I looked around at the adults in my life, it seemed like that word, even more so than a cuss word, that word was so hard for people to say, and I couldn't figure out why. I've learned why. It's the simplest word, and yet so many people struggle every single day to say it with a period on the end. When you have people that use the word no, they have an explanation. I've even seen people, heard people, and let me back up, because now I'm getting ahead of myself. What I just said was, when I was a child, I could not figure out why so many people struggled using this word. As I got older, as I moved into my adulthood, I then became one of those people who found it hard to use the word no, to use this simple word no. And let's get to the reasons. There's a few reasons. I mean, there's a whole list. I'm not going to go through the whole list during this episode, but you probably know some of those reasons. You think if you say no, it's going to make you appear to be a, quote, bad person. You don't say no because you feel like it's negative. You'll be viewed as mean. You think that if you say no, particularly without an explanation, that it's going to cause that person that you're saying no to view you a certain way. And so what if it does? So what if they view you as selfish? So what if they view you as mean? So what if they view you as unhelpful? So what? Another person's opinions of you is not your business. I know that you've heard that line before. It is very true. Okay? It's very true. But you don't live by that. So many people don't live by that. They can say it sounds good. It's even good enough to put on a t-shirt. But so many people do not live by that. Too many people don't say no, or they offer a no with an explanation, or they even offer a no with a maybe. The no turns into a maybe because people are so invested in pleasing other people. People are so invested in pleasing other people that they would be willing to discredit their own feelings, their own emotions, their own needs to please another person. People are so willing and invested to to please other people, that they would be willing to discount their own time. I've even seen people say no and then turn around and say maybe. After they'll say no, they have this long explanation of why they are saying no to justify their no, and then they'll end the explanation with a maybe. When did no become so hard for you to say? No. You can say it nicely? No. You can say it with a smile? No. What I want you to do is say no today. Someone asks you a question. Hey, could you go and pick up something for me? No. Could you do this for me? Do you have time to do this for me? I don't care what it is. No. Period. Without an explanation. When we say yes, do we feel like we have to offer an explanation? 9 times out of 10, no. We don't. We just say yes, and it's just a yes. It's yes. Yes is socially acceptable. Yes is socially acceptable. No, saying no, it's almost taboo. It becomes taboo. Oh my gosh, that person said no. What are we gonna do? The sky is falling now because that person said no. Nobody can argue with a no, with an explanation. Now, I know you may be thinking, well, I enjoy helping people. I like, giving people my time, whatever. And that's fine. I enjoy helping people too. But why are you helping? Are you helping out of an obligation? Do you find yourself helping and not, we can even talk about even going places that you don't want to go to. You get an invitation somewhere, someone invites you to wherever. And you know that it would be, quote, acceptable for you to go, but you really don't want to. Whether you had other plans or not, you really don't want to do that. You really don't want to be where you are being invited. And so it's acceptable for you to say yes, but how about you accept your own answer, which is no? How about when you say no, it's enough that you accept your no as an answer. We answer because of this people pleasing that so many of you are invested in. We have how do I want to word this? The acceptability of our answer is not based on what we want. It's not based on what you want. It's not based on what you desire and how you want to use your time. It's based on, it's external. It's based on what we think other people are going to accept. No, you have to shift that. Shift what's acceptable, the answer that's acceptable, shift that back into your own hands. Shift that back into your own hands. You have a lot of people who are married that don't want to be married because when they got the proposal, they said yes instead of saying no. You have people that are out here dating people because when they were asked for their phone number, instead of saying yes, they said no. You have people out here accepted job offers that they really didn't want, but felt like they had to accept because they had no other option. Now, even with that situation, that adds another layer to it. Because a lot of what we're talking about, it adds another layer. Because sometimes we say yes to things because we think in your limited mind, we think that we have no other options. So we just jump in and say yes when our body is screaming no. So oftentimes your limitation, your program limitation, okay, because we're not born with limitation. We adopt limitation. Okay, because of society, because of family. We adopt limited capacity. But we say yes to things because of limitation. Because we think, okay, well, if I don't accept this right now, if I don't take this, going back to the job example, if I don't accept this job offer, then there's no other way for me to make money. And we know that's not true. Because you don't need a job to have income. Okay? And we can talk about that in another episode. But you are not limited. You are infinite. There are infinite possibilities for you. You deserve to decide what answer is acceptable. You deserve to have your no be your no with no explanation. Let your no be the end. You don't have to turn your no into a maybe to appease other people. You don't need to do that. It's unnecessary, and it's limiting for you. Okay? Okay, let me cut this episode off because this traffic is getting crazy.